And maybe also put this on Facebook.
Once I'm up, I'm up.
I know.
Oh. I understand what you're doing now. It's like, where's she going?
Trying to get this so it goes on the Facebook.
Maybe get something for it.
No,
No.
that's
For the pledge, the
Yeah.
flag.
I do a prayer. Trying to get this so we can. Where's the link? These people see me talk.
Two weeks out from my surgeries.
oh goodness. Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't work, I'll post it again. All right, let's stand for prayer and then pledge, and we'll get going. So let me open with a word of prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for another new year. We thank you for bringing us here. We thank you for all you do for us. Be with us as we go through this town of Francisco, all the business we have, and just continue to focus and keep moving forward. And we thank you for all you do. In your name, amen. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Motley crew here tonight. So we will start with approving the December minutes. Yeah, that's enough. Do I have a motion to,
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
what's the word?
Second?
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So the December minutes for the Board of Works are approved. Keep me going as I'm off, getting off, having a cold, so my brain will continue to work right.
Just that.
Let's try that.
Welcome.
We already had started, so.
How's it going?
So the month's claim registers. You
Are you ready for them?
have this with you.
Yes.
So for water,
Water,
$91,589.90.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
I'm gonna be sure and, I started to say you want to be sure and sign up there, but you're not the fiscal officer.
No.
we'll get you to sign that later.
Yep.
Because this is where you would sign. And sewer is for $32,697.26.
And I will make a note that the interest and penalty of $52,000 came out of the bank automatically January 1st or right around there. And that doesn't appear on this yet. So at some point, it's going to have to,
Be put on there.
yeah.
Mhm.
I make a motion to approve the wastewater.
Yes,
Second.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Those are the two claims, registers, nothing else to sign for that. So we will be, we talked about this at the last board meeting, but all penalties and shutoffs,
Thank you.
we talked about them and now they will officially start back again this month. The one thing I did want to bring up is we know that there's been people that haven't been getting their bills. And on the flip side, some of the places that we send our money to have not been getting those because of the Postal Service. It's been junk, just to put it bluntly. We have to figure out a way. I would love to see if we can do something. I'm going to look at you if you can. Because I know the State Board of Accounts wants a paper trail. Can a paper trail be electronic?
Absolutely.
Because we need to find a way to easily pay people that need to be paid. So we need to look into that because it's just not
Just have to have an ordinance to,
Yeah, we need to do some
Allow
sort of resolution or
Right here.
ordinance to update payment to allow for electronic. It's no big deal.
there may already be one, but you need to make sure that there's one.
Okay, so we'll look into that because we've been getting fees because people haven't been getting their checks. And I know on the flip side, if people aren't getting bills, they're not gonna pay, even though I think we should all, if you're using water, you should, be able to pay for it. But just, that's an FYI that the postal service has not been getting things out. And I really hate that because my dad used to be a letter carrier back in the day. So I don't know what's going on there, but I know not coming from the Francisco Postal Service, like Tasha's had to go to either Oakland City or Princeton to get things mailed off. And even from there, it's not going well. So don't know why, but if you're not, and for those of you that are listening online, if you're not getting a water bill, let us know and we will make sure that you are getting that.
Can we still pay it up here?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Or this gentleman right here.
Yeah, we'll introduce him in the next round.
Yeah.
We are going to be going back to the cards as we had talked about. So that's going to happen in this next
Mhm.
round. So
Right here and ready to go.
hopefully those will be maybe easier to get to people's houses. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
And as well, we are still using that PayGov system, and that is so far is working fine. I know I've used that. So any questions on anything? Clerk treasurer from the Board of Works. Hearing none. All right. So going to the councilman updates for waste and water. Back in October or August, sometime there was an audit by the Indiana Department of
Environmental management.
Environmental Management. Thank you. And there were a couple of issues that they found. That was as I was coming on to the board and others, so it's taken some time. There were 3 issues. The last one is this emergency response plan, which basically is something that they require us to have if something happens with the water. There's a tornado, there's an earthquake, so it's just a basic plan. It took a while, but I finally was able to get a template. We wrote it up. It's just the basics, just kind of, how we reach out to the public. And then if there's some issues, how to rectify those. So I've had the town council look at it, and as well as Hannah, our attorney. So basically what we're just going to do is if you guys want to look at it, it's again, just a emergency plan. I want to make a motion to accept and approve this, and then that'll be the last thing from that audit.
Second.
All right. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we will sign. I didn't write our names on it, but we'll sign the last page, and that then will be done from an audit perspective.
And just to clarify, that's a public record. So if anyone wants to request and look at that, they're free to.
Yeah. And then Tasha, do you want to speak on that bank loan?
Oh, yes, sorry. So the bank loan, that we have, it has $1,042.62 left on it. And usually it's like $250 per month. If we go ahead and pay it off, we'll be saving on interest. So if you want to look that over, you guys see if you want to do that.
Just knock it out. Are you in favor?
Sure. Yes.
So it's just $1,000. It's a loan that was. Do you remember what it was for?
Repairs to the water tower
Okay.
before we did the new water tower.
So
It's an old loan.
it's an old loan. So
Yes.
It's not much interest left on
No.
a
Yeah.
loan that's that old.
right. So this $1,042.62. I'm in favor. So I make a motion that we pay that off.
Second.
All approved. I'm sorry.
In favor?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Do we have to sign that
No,
or?
no.
Okay. It's just.
It's just in the minute. Okay.
All right, Kix is on his way, so he'll give a report when he gets here. So with that, I'm gonna close the Board of Works side. So I make a motion to close the Board of Works meeting,
Second.
and I'm gonna open the Town Board meeting
You got any concerns on that?
on the Board of Works?
Yeah.
Sure, sorry.
Oh,
I'm gonna open it back up then. Sorry, Ben.
they was down working, the water was supposed to be off on School Street. And of course, we had a boil ordinance after that.
Hmm.
I've been a homeowner for 45 years and I live up on Church Street. I have never in my life seen so much mud and everything come out of my faucets. I had to get a new toilet flush valve because it choked up. My neighbors had to get a new toilet flush valve because theirs choked up. I just wondering what the understanding was with how all that got in there. I mean, it was bad. When I seen water, muddy water coming out of my faucets, I went outside and opened my outside hydrant
Yeah,
to drain it that way before going up into everything, the hot water tank and all that.
sure.
It took like 5-6 minutes before it finally cleared up. And it still got to my toilet.
So I hadn't heard that just until you brought that up. I know Kix can hopefully provide a reason or an update on that.
I don't know, I've heard they couldn't find a valve, they had to do it live or something, but who knows, you know, you hear
Okay.
things, you hear
Yeah.
things. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I've never seen anything like it.
All right. Well, we'll try to see a reason for it.
That's all I was just.
Sure.
How in the world
Good to
did
put
that happen?
Okay.
That's all
Thanks, Ben.
for now.
All right. So with that, any other issues or town for the Board of Works? All right. With that, I'm going to close the Board of Works side and then open the town board meeting. We already said that. So for the town board, December minutes, you able to look at those?
Yes,
All right. Make a motion to approve the December minutes.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You need to slow down.
You don't got much. That's kind of,
It's coming. Stop staring.
all right. So it's the town board minutes. And then we have the register for the payroll and the town. That was at $11,971.55.
Thank you for saying that for me.
You're welcome. I make a motion to approve this APV.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So- And that's the only thing to sign for that. We do have an update. As you can see, we have someone else here at the table. Dwayne Wagner came and messaged the folks in the political sphere, asked about the clerk treasurer position, and as of about 4 o'clock, he was sworn in. So we have a new official clerk treasurer as of.
Yay!
So welcome. So Dwayne, Dwayne, you want to say anything to the town?
Or introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is Dwayne Wagner. I live just down the street on Chestnut. Moved here last year. Lived with my sister. She and I live there. I have a daughter. She's grown. She lives in Indianapolis. Some of my background, I worked at Menards last and went to school in Indiana. That's basically it. I think anybody else, if anybody wants to know anything, let me know.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
And you said last week when I was talking to you that you have a degree in accounting, so at least you know the money side of stuff. So it'll be good to bring you on. We still do have Tasha as a contract Jennifer as well for the time being. And Johnny as well as the previous clerk in the past. So we'll get y'all trained up and look forward to your assistance.
Look forward to working with you.
All right. So that's all of clerk treasurer update. Couple old business items. So I did post on Facebook after it happened. If you remember back in December, we had a giveaway, a toy giveaway that happened. What was that? On the 20th, I believe, of December. So about a month ago. We had, sorry, my voice, a total of 15 families that came. And I just asked her, do you have boys or girls that you're shopping for? There were 26 boys and 15 girls that were provided gifts for Christmas. So thankful to the town. I know both the town donated as well as the Lions Club as well. So Ben, thank you for that. And any other gifts that were left over, we brought here to the fire department, and they're going to give those out if you haven't already. So thank you for that. I look forward to hopefully doing that again next year. So we'll try to ask for donations earlier than we did, and maybe be able to help more families this upcoming Christmas, which will be here before you know it, as they always say. The looking to hire,
You said looking. First of all, you were looking for somebody for the ordinances, and you were
Right.
also talking about maybe a maintenance person to
Maintenance
be
person.
on.
right, because the bullet point about looking to hire, so in the past, currently we have Kix, Frudenberg is in his company, I guess you could call it, does help out with the town. There was somebody, I forget his name, he reached out and was offering his services as well. It's just there's nothing that we're gonna approve or not approve today, but if there's people that are wanting to help, as also when like right now Rick is out of town, we might look into that, but there's nothing that's actually gonna officially happen right now. But it was just if we need to bring in somebody. The main thing is that the farm lease. If you remember at the last meeting, we awarded a bid to the McConnell farm. They accepted, but they also have not signed the lease yet. And that's because they went out to the two pieces of property, and there's, again, I don't have the background on this, but the farm tile that is in the ground, I guess, is really bad and it needs replaced. Kix has gone out to look at it. He provided an estimate. I have another person, and hopefully I'll have one more. They're also going to give some estimates. The first estimate was about $15,000 to fix and do it correctly. We could, and that would then last probably 30 or 40 years. That would improve not only the drainage from the field, but also improve the productivity of the field. We need to figure something out because right now they don't want to sign unless that's fixed, because it would damage equipment and not provide good productivity to the soil.
Our
So-
original,
Something real quick about that.
Yes.
I used to spread fertilizer, and the company I work for sprayed the fields and everything. And them holes are big enough to swallow cars.
Really?
I had to be very careful, or it would have ate my spreader truck up. That big truck would not go over them little holes.
Wow.
That's just, it's that bad.
Okay. Because I was told by Kix that it needs to be pattern tiled, whatever that means. Again, I don't have the background in that.
Put in a whole new system, still fix. See, back then it was the old clay tile, and
Mhm.
a couple of them crumbled. It just sucks the dirt in every time it rains, and it just gets bigger.
Right.
Is that a cash rent to them? from the
Yes.
Town?
Yes.
Originally, the contract originally, when we first started out there, provided that the farmer paid for the tiling. Is that in the contract now?
I don't believe
No.
so because I don't know that we knew that that was an issue.
Right.
So it can certainly be redrafted if they would feel more, like if the town makes the council makes a decision as to what you're wanting to do with the tiling, we can negotiate with them.
Maybe they would pay half of it. They're the ones that are gonna benefit from it.
Right.
You know,
What I've been told though is like, it's only a 3-year lease.
Right,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
that you certainly have to, possibly consider prorating that, and because they are going to benefit it for at least the duration of the contract, but that doesn't mean that they're going to, if it's something that's going to
Right.
benefit for 30 years, that doesn't mean that they're going to farm it all 30 years.
Right. Yeah, and again, I have asked to get additional estimates, so we're not just looking at one, group.
I'm just looking at the money that you have in the wastewater fund.
Mhm.
And I know that there's not enough, that it's questionable. There's not enough income coming in to pay the bills for the wastewater department. And if you're gonna spend $15,000 or less than that, hopefully,
Right.
it's just questionable. And at this time, since nothing's balanced all the way through, we don't really actually have a figure as to what the balance is. I mean, we can look at the bank statement and see that there's money in the bank,
Right.
but it's, I think 120 something after you take out the reserve fund, and then you have to take out the money for the bond and interest payments each month.
Mhm.
So there's not that much money. And last time I looked at it, we were spending more per month than we were taking into the operating fund
For the wastewater.
for the wastewater.
Now,
Last year, the town paid $40,000 worth of wastewater expense.
okay.
And I talked to State Board of Accounts, and they said you can do that. Don't necessarily recommend that, but you could do that.
Because the line item in our budget has been in the red, but like we can see on our, and you guys can see it too, the amount of money in our 3 accounts. It's,
Yeah, but there's 3 separate bank accounts, 3 separate entities. Those are completely separate.
but the money doesn't move back and forth.
Money doesn't move back and forth. You'd
It
have to
doesn't
write a
move back
check
and
from
forth.
one to the other.
You budget for each.
You budget for each one.
Okay.
The state controls the town budgets,
Mhm.
and the board controls the water and the wastewater budgets, but they're separate, completely separate things. But you, according to State Board of Accounts, you can choose to use
Mhm.
funds from town to cover wastewater expense.
Right.
And I think that's what you would have to do. I
Can you
don't,
take money out of more than one account to pay for
yes, more than one fund. There's several different funds within your town.
So that was a question that was brought up at the last board meeting is, are we close to bankruptcy or something?
Now, we're not close to bankruptcy,
No.
but we just have to
And we
manage
have-
the money.
Yeah, we have money. I understand what you're saying, that you can't really, it can be moved, but it can't be moved. It's politics and
No, it's not
government.
politics.
Well, it's government.
State Board of Accounts.
That's politics.
That's politics. But we have money. It's not like we're dry or anything. So
My question is,
Yeah.
if the farm ground needs fixed, there's no doubt, because you're not gonna find farm. But if you're gonna spend $15,000,
mhm.
how long is it gonna take to recoup that back?
3 years.
It'll be 3. Yeah, because the farm lease is about 5,000 ish.
So is this
But
tiling of tiling of the water property also, or just the wastewater?
It's the 2 properties.
Well, it would be less than that if you had the.
Yeah,
or paid
it,
for that
it
in a
would be
prorate,
less
Right?
in a prorated sense.
So-
What I've also been told though, if it were done, then we could get a higher bid in the future because it would be more productive.
Because it'd be better farm ground.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we could, in 3 years, when the next bid goes out, we'd be like, all right, look at what we did. We're trying to get it to be better. So it's short
That's what
term.
you're
It's,
saying, but you just don't wanna go in the red.
no,
That's what I'm saying on the property. If you were spending out more
exactly.
than what you got coming in, I don't care if it's 3 or 5 years,
And your
Exactly.
outlay of that money to pay for the tiling is gonna be now, not over a 3-year period.
Sure. Sure.
Now,
But-
why does that come out of wastewater? Because you're fixing something that has to do.
That
Because
land
it's the
is-
wastewater property.
Yeah, it's the
It's
property.
out there where the sewer plant
Oh,
is.
okay.
Well, and
I wasn't sure where it was located.
so we have, it's 2 properties and I'm not sure which and Ben, I don't know if you know which one's which.
They're
'Cause-
just flat ground. It's good property.
Yeah.
You could get 300 an acre if you didn't have any tile dogs, easy. Cause I own some property over Mount Olympus and it was not flat ground.
Yeah.
And we got 300 an acre.
It are the issues, I believe they are, but at both properties, because one's the wastewater property and the other is the town
The
property.
water
Water,
department.
okay.
Next
Where the
thing
old
may be a
wells
big
were.
Bridge they want to fix too. They like to take my spreader truck up,
Really?
great big steel bridge to cross from one field to the other. Yeah, I thought I was gonna flip my truck. With 10 ton of fertilizer.
So
Oh,
more to come on this. I mean, I want to get the other estimates. I want to see what the farmer says he's willing to do, because he again accepted or put the bid in and we accepted it. So nothing to happen. No money to move yet. And it's not farm season yet. It will be soon. But just wanted to bring that before the town and at least talk about it.
I'm not saying it doesn't need to be done. I just want to make sure that the money's in place with
Oh.
what we're doing with it.
Yes.
Same with me, John Kerry. I ain't saying, yeah, you know, you need to get some kind of money coming back because it belongs to the town, but you just don't want to put a bunch of money out
But
there.
I also don't want to lose it and then not have the income as well. So it's the route.
Well, there's farmers that will take it, I can promise you that.
All right. Still waiting on Mr. Kicks. Okay. So we'll wait on Kicks to get here.
you know,
Oh,
Derek, you want to talk about fire department?
sorry.
Okay.
So we had 13 calls for service in December, bringing up the total calls for service for 2025 to 144 calls. And that is medical and fire. Going to 4 engine 4. We need to try to get it to a shop. It's got a wobble in the front end. It's intermittent. We're asking the town's permission to take it to a shop to have it looked at, and get an estimate on what it would cost to have it repaired.
And that's which vehicle? Sorry.
4 engine 4.
It's our primary medical truck.
So you need us to say even to go and get an estimate?
Yeah, to take it to a shop to have it looked at, since the town owns the truck.
Yeah.
You use R&T.
I don't know if R&T,
They've worked on the trucks in the past.
I know that they do certain things. I know they've done like the oil changes and stuff like that. I can reach out to them and see if they would be willing to look at it.
Yeah, they've done repairs in the past. So that's the only reason I said that.
The problem we've run into in the past with using R&T is we've used like truck centers down by Hopstot, and we've used R&T, and the cost difference is quite a bit more for R&T than it is at truck centers. I understand they're local, and I'm all about you know, going local if we can, but just a little.
Money wise.
There is a price difference.
Get an estimate for both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Like that.
Then,
Is the damage such that it needs to be fixed right away?
The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. We don't know exactly what it is that's causing it. That it, like he said, it's intermittent. It doesn't do it all the time. When it does do it, it's not very fun to drive.
How much it needs to speed up on our end to get it fixed?
We gotta get the estimates first.
Yeah, we gotta do the estimates first and go from there.
Do we gotta wait till next meeting, next month, though, to approve it?
We could have a
We
special
should have a
session.
special session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should.
And that,
No, you're
and that
fine.
would be on you.
So you could just let us know when you have the estimates.
And then we can get it.
I can go down to R&T tomorrow and talk to them and see if that'd be something they'd be willing to look at. And then I think that one was international. Can't remember if trucks and
No,
did
it's
that
not.
one.
I don't think that's international. I'm pretty sure it's Pierce.
I can't remember which truck was which. There's certain centers work on different trucks. Which truck was which. There's certain centers work on different trucks.
Okay.
And then, Forrington 2, last year we toured it to do a brush truck build and, essentially the brakes got put on doing that build. We were able to get an estimate for having a cross member made for the drive shaft to finish removing the pump out of that truck. From Jacob down here, he said it'd be $800 to have that cross member made.
I should talk about kids.
And once that cross member is made for the drive shaft, we can finish getting all that stuff removed out of there. And we can go from there to see what all we would need to have that truck rebuilt. I'm reworking, I know the last time we were asked to have a more detailed list of stuff and parts like that we would need. So I'm working on redoing that, try to be as detailed as I can. There's a lot of unknowns that we won't know until we start building it, like nuts, bolts, and miscellaneous hardware, stuff like that.
We're gonna try to have a better build sheet of things that we know that we're gonna need for the truck at the next meeting. The $800 cross member, we wanted to bring to you guys to see if that's something that you guys are okay with moving forward with, because we have to get the rest of that pump out of there in order to be able to do anything else with the truck.
Yes,
We have to make a motion.
you're wanting to pay it, wanting the town to pay it out of funds other than what you have appropriated.
Yes, please.
What was it?
Is it just
$800.
He said it would take, it was like a 2-day turnaround. He'll have the truck for 2 days and be able to get it completely done. He said $800 flat for everything.
For labor and material.
You could pay it out of Riverboat. I'd make a motion to pay the $800 out of Riverboat.
I make a second? All in favor?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Riverboat, $100 for this cross number.
800.
800.
Seems like pretty good.
Still looking for that Riverboat.
I've seen it on other towns' things too. It's like,
Yeah.
where is this
Where is
riverboat?
Yeah.
But
We'll take the money though.
Got it.
The other thing we have on our list is the east end of the building between here and the gas station. We're still having a leak issue underneath the wall from the rainwater running off the gas station against the building. And it's also, we've had some other drainage issues around the back side of the building and up by our back door.
Erosion.
Erosion issues, yeah. The base underneath our antenna is pretty bad. You can see a lot of the concrete going down below.
and we talked about that the last meeting.
Yeah,
And
I think
you
we
can
had
look at it.
Kix look at it.
Okay.
We wanted to bring it back up.
I just need approval to fix it.
I mean, I'll have to bring a machine up here to pack dirt up there. and fix
Is
all
it
that.
runoff on the town's property that's causing the erosion or runoff from the
Right.
Circle J?
The antenna's from ours, correct? Yeah, the antenna would be from ours. The other part, I think we could alleviate the issue fairly easily, don't you? But I think it is the water coming from their property.
Yeah, I have pictures and a video of the last real hard rain we got,
Mhm.
and you can just watch it running from their downspouts right down to concrete, right to the edge of the building. And you can see the difference where it's washed the dirt and everything up against the edge of the building.
So if you fix it,
But-
comes another big rain, is it gonna cause the same thing if it's
Right.
from
I
there?
would say eventually. I don't know. I don't think it would be any sudden thing to you. I haven't really looked at it really close on that portion over there. I know we
Is it
looked at the
something they
map.
should do with their downspouts different?
Right.
I don't think there's any laws saying they have to route their water somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know that we have the legal standing as the
Yeah.
town to force them to fix it on their side.
Right.
Unless it's becoming, danger to life.
Mhm.
And at that point, yes, but
So you have an estimate, Hicks, as to how much they cost?
I mean, we'd probably be talking a few $100s to come up here and just pack, which also I don't know this mound of dirt that's back here by the barn. Is that ours to use? Okay.
It's been dug up when they were making repairs and just dumped down there, or,
Well, that
Maybe
come
where
from
they
the guy
bought it.
across the street,
oh, from,
Ferguson, yeah, which I doubt either way he'd care if we use it, but I
No.
wasn't sure if that's ours or.
I'm
what
sure if he
the
put it
deal
there,
is.
then he's expecting that we could use it.
Yeah, that's not on property.
I was gonna say, how long has it been on town property? Because at a certain point, and if you want to be technical, it's
I
abandoned.
think he's an easy enough going guy, even if he has
Yeah.
plans
Yeah.
for
He
you.
gave the dirt away.
Right.
He was giving it away when he was doing all that.
Right, yeah. I'd make a motion to have Kicks come up and do the work to try to fix the erosion issues and pay it out of Riverboat again.
My second, all in favor?
How many hundred?
It's an estimate.
Estimate, a couple of hundred, so.
Yeah, a few hundred, something like that.
Take pictures there. The next would be,
Can I take over?
yeah,
So our end of the year money, we back in, I believe it was November, were given a paper that said we had $2,361.81 left. And we were told we had to spend it by December 3rd. Then we were advised to hold off because books weren't balanced. We're now being told that we've lost that money because it's past the end of the year. We had things that we had a couple bills we needed to get paid off and a couple things we needed to purchase. So we were gonna come to the board and ask if that would be something that you guys would be willing to still do, even though that money technically was lost.
And just who said it was there?
The appropriations lost.
Okay.
So I brought over everything that we were looking at using that money for.
Mhm.
I have packets for each of you. Like I said, I just went off the number that we were given. I understand that that number may not have been the actual number that we had. There's your copy. We have a bill for Class A uniforms that were purchased for when the chief went up for his, chief's class.
Mhm.
And then, we have a McKesson bill that's like $54 for some miscellaneous, medical supplies that we needed. And then there's a Excel spreadsheet of things that we were planning to use that money on. And off to the side, totaled what we were told we would have, the amount we want to spend, and then what.
So did you have these invoices prior to the December 3rd date
Yes, it did.
and you didn't turn them into the,
I did give them to Tasha. The only one that is new is the Excel spreadsheet, and that was stuff that we had come over to Tasha and said, hey, we want to use this money on this stuff.
And just help me, and John, you'll might have to, the appropriations,
there's so much appropriated each year for them to spend,
Mhm.
and it's on a yearly basis. Your appropriation ended at the end of the year. Your appropriations carried forward,
Mhm.
a new appropriation for 2026. If you wanted to pay it, you would have to transfer from one of these other line items into their line to pay it.
Gotcha.
Or that would be the best way. That way you would know what had been spent for the fire department. I would recommend transferring it into theirs.
And this one.
Town marshal, if you're not gonna use that, yes, we could transfer from there. There's two line items, and he had a line item for supplies and then also salary.
Yeah, the general office supplies,
Mhm.
and also we also have this one, the deputy,
Right,
which, I mean, we might need that, but
Yeah, we have a town marshal and then a general town
yeah,
marshal.
this isn't, I mean, these figures aren't correct as of now, so.
sure, but this is at least,
Um,
I mean, we have in a sense, we have it, that we can move it.
we do, you can move money. Yes, here's supposedly up to date. You could move it from that, I wouldn't touch that deputy.
No.
I would take from the marshal.
He's not here, is he?
We don't have one.
Don't have one.
We don't have one.
He's not here.
We don't have one.
Next with him.
We've talked about that, and the majority of the town has said they don't want to bring one back. But then if we want to do any ordinances enforcement, we'd have to have a code enforcement officer. There's people said they wanted me to do it, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. But I mean, the main reason to have one is to be able to enforce that. In the past, though, so it's a if then.
I would take from that marshal line item and transfer it into the fire repairs and maintenance line item.
No, we need presence. We need somebody driving the streets in a cop car. So somebody just broke the windows out of the Lions Club. And at my house, I got a new foundation up there. We're gonna build a new house. My crawl space door that goes in my foundation has been missing for 2 days.
Oh, no.
I was thinking nobody asked me to borrow it, so somebody stole it.
Yeah.
And every couple of years, we get a couple of kids that mommy and daddy left them out of the house and they go around and they do a little bit of mischief and everything.
Right.
It's not mine.
Pretty sure it's no kid that did this. Broke the window out of the Lions Club. Or got called the sheriff.
Don't you take that job?
I'm a
Code,
felon.
code enforcement don't matter,
No, I ain't done it. I don't believe in these half these enforcement.
Why don't you take it?
because I'm retired.
I'm
They
retired.
just pick on poor people and old people.
Yeah.
You talking about
It could be a hobby.
Why don't you
the house got down from
No,
us?
this is again from last year, though, right?
No.
Yes, and this isn't up to date. I mean, this is what
It could be a hobby.
So we
rented
could
out, but
take,
it's not up to date.
so we could take the money from that from last
It could be
year.
a hobby.
You can't take it from last You know, I don't know how that, since we're not balanced and we're in September.
Right.
I don't know how that goes, but I would not recommend trying to take it from 2025 and transferring it. I would take it out of 2026. One of the line items and transfer it into the repair and maintenance of the fire department.
It's just about still the same.
Kids can take on their, right? They don't know.
I don't know if it's been, have you set up, has anything been set up in the budget yet? No, your Jennifer set anything up in the budget yet?
I'm not sure if she has or not.
Okay.
I mean, do we have $2,000?
I'm sure we can come up with $2,000. It's a matter of figuring out where it's at.
Right,
Yes,
Do we have to figure it out right now?
right.
no.
But do we need to make a motion to at least find the 2,000 and give it to them?
So, I mean, I think the motion would be just to approve $2,000 additional appropriation for the fire department. And then it's, the fiscal officer can work together.
There's,
to all figure
there's,
that
there's
out.
your first task.
Yes,
Are
So,
we making?
motion to, yes.
For additional appropriations for the fire department.
I second that motion.
Second. Oh, you made the motion.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah.
can't make it.
I'll make the motion.
Yeah.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
She's just telling you how to word it.
Exactly.
Yeah, helping.
Better smarts there. Okay. So that's good. And then we have the contract to sign.
I do have one more thing.
Sure.
We discussed it at some of the other meetings, and I wanted to know if you guys have been able to look into it further about the lit tax that the town was getting for public safety and stuff like that. Part of that should have went to the police department, part of that should have went to us, and we hadn't seen anything.
There's another clerk treasurer.
I don't know.
We're gonna table that right now and we will be back with you.
Just have to figure out the revenue of the, that came in 2025 and divide it out. If there's no police department, do they?
Yeah, where does that go?
That I don't know. I can certainly look, but
Okay.
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
So we will look into that for sure. Just need to get some more ones. And then
The last two things I had on our list was 2025 clothing and the clothing and vehicle allowance, and then the 2026 contract. That was the last two things.
That was approved.
yeah, we got
Okay.
the first done, and then I know we had gone over the contract, and
Yes.
I know it's gone back and forth. But are you guys good to
Yep.
sign it?
Mhm.
You want to sign
Sure.
Okay.
Where is it?
it?
On the computer because I didn't know I was supposed to be going to print it.
You said you had one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you just showed it to me.
No, that was the old one.
Oh,
Do you
well,
need,
we'll get that.
do you need me to email you the new one? Motion?
Sure.
So we'll do that, and no, you're fine. So that's just, so we had a contract with the Center Township and Town of Francisco that was signed for their money that they provide to us, and then we provide that money to volunteer fire department, and then we also had to have a separate contract between the Town of Francisco and the volunteer fire department, which will then now be signed once we get it turned off. So I'm gonna go back to Kix. You have a couple things that we're gonna ask you about. The first one though, Ben Davis had a question.
Okay.
Did you want to bring that up, Ben?
How did so much mud and everything get in the water lines? I lived up on Church. Y'all had school shut off. I run mud out of my outside hydrant for 5 minutes. Mud, scale, whole 9 yards. It choked up my toilet valve. Choked up my neighbor's toilet valve. I tried to clean it, couldn't get it out. We both had to replace our valves.
That I honestly have no idea how that would have got flushed out of the line.
I'm just curious. I mean, I just don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how that much mud could have got in line and even came up to 20-foot elevation.
That
Unless there's another issue somewhere else.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
I still don't know how
Maybe.
that would have broke out that much.
We had that happen here at Town Hall when they cut a line down here a few years ago. Just mud running in the bathroom in there. And they had somehow cut a main
I
line.
mean, was it a normal replacement that you had to do, or?
Yeah, down there, the only thing we replaced was the setter. That's what I was saying. I don't really know how that much sediment would have, or where it would have broken out from.
It wasn't repaired underwater, was it? Can we just sign it? Or?
Down there at Coles.
Uh,
Yeah, it was shut off all the way, or it wasn't shut all the way off.
So I was curious. I ain't got them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was trying to think. I really don't know where in the hell that would have broke that much loose.
Yeah.
He's just talking
I
about.
still got the screens out of my bathroom kitchen faucet laying behind. Because I was in, don't want to turn it back on yet.
Yeah.
But like when I started seeing it and everything for a second, I was
Well,
going,
nicer
oh,
signature.
I
think that's one of my nicer signatures.
Before it gets anywhere else, but still did. It was just a curiosity.
Yeah, I wish I had answered that, but I really don't.
Okay. So that was the one on the board of work side. Do you have any other updates or issues from that side of your job?
No, we replaced the setter and put a new meter in there, which I've got the new meter number for you, which will go on that account. And then, out here on 115 South, which we talked about that before, which it wasn't leaking. And then I said we're gonna need to replace it. Well, we're just going, we're gonna need to replace it. So as soon as the weather allows us to dig that up without being 12 degrees outside, we're gonna have to get that one dug up and
Is that
replace that.
on
Be on 115 South.
Limerick?
Yes.
Is that the one that has been leaking for?
Mhm.
All right.
You need to take a look at that.
Yeah, because that supposedly has been replaced a number of times,
Well, not replaced,
or not replaced,
repaired.
repaired.
Yeah, and that's what I think we talked about. It had washed the spot out of that setter. And last time, that's when you talked to them, make sure we go in through their backyard and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't leaking and then it's leaking again. So we're just gonna have to replace that whole setter.
Gotcha. And then the other meter you want to talk about? Yes.
Cross Street.
That one.
Yeah. She's smiling on the outside. So,
It's cold and I understand that.
Yeah.
The ground is a little frozen, so.
I'll get you.
just don't forget about her, because it's gonna get brought up every time.
She won't let me
She will be
forget, I'll
here.
guarantee you.
And you're on
It's just
video,
that
so
It's a tripping hazard for
Yeah.
sure, so.
then yeah, for her.
So she's the one that's tripping.
Then on any other,
No, they both trip.
Um,
Back and forth.
We're still, which I don't think it's a dire need. We're just gonna wait until the weather breaks a little easier, but we'll have to do the water tap down there at Paul Ashbrook's trailer.
right,
That new water tap,
Yeah.
but
okay,
I don't think there's anybody in there right now, and it's not a real nice job when it's 20 degrees outside, but
You have notes of all this?
Yep.
So you don't forget?
and I know you won't
Where's
let
your-
me forget either.
I know.
the other question that we had was on the farm, and I am getting other estimates just to, be due diligence, but, we were talking about it and just, we haven't made a decision on what we want to do, but
And that's kind of the tough part. I mean, that's why I threw you that number was basically pattern tiling the whole thing. It's as a town owning the ground, it's one thing, most farmers, they spend the money on pattern tiling their ground.
mhm,
Yes, it's a large chunk of money. Yes, the ground will be worth more as far as cash rent goes, but it's also a large sum of money to spend on it.
right,
And there is other options as far as how you want to go about it. I mean, it could be a $3,000 Band-Aid. You know what I mean? It's really as far as you want to take it.
Yeah.
As far as fixing what's there, personally, I've worked on that before. There's absolutely no reason to be trying to fix what's there. I mean, it is just hard telling how old. I mean,
well, Ben was talking about it there too, so.
Fertilizer on that, I watch it.
yeah. And I guarantee we patched 15 or 20 of them when Brian Cruz was farming it. And I mean, it's one of those things, you fix them, next year we get another big rain, it blows out another spot. And it's
Yeah.
just,
It was talked about in 2015 to do it, and it just never got done. Got voted in.
so I mean, yes, it's a large investment. Yes, it'll raise cash rent opportunities, but it's also a
Large
pretty big investment.
So I just want to get your point on that. Anything,
And one thing as far as getting other bids, I just need to come up with an idea on,
that's from
But we're not paying it to them. We were using that $20,000 to pay for their expenses in part of the insurance. We're not paying it. This is saying we shall provide to the department an annual sum of $20,000.
but isn't that just the move over?
The 20,000 comes to the town
Then there's no move over when it comes to the trust. It comes from the
trustee to the
Trustee to the
town,
township.
Yeah, from the township to us. And
to the
then-
town.
for the fire
Yeah.
department.
Yeah,
And then it's used in those line items that are set out for the fire department.
Mhm.
And then it was used to pay the insurance.
What is
It says the town shall provide to the department an annual sum of $20,000 for the period of this agreement.
the payment schedule may be changed on each agreement.
And for one thing, the State Board of Accounts would not allow you to write a $20,000 check to the fire department. In my past history of working as clerk treasurer, I was not allowed to write a check
So
for
does that
money
just
to
need
them.
to, we just need to,
So that's up to you all. We can either change it to say that they're appropriated $20,000. Is that what the appropriation is?
Right, that $20,000 is appropriated for use for the fire
Yeah,
department.
I can just change that language real quick. That's no problem.
just so we're on the right.
Right,
Nothing to change for you guys, it's just how it's worded. We'll do that. All right, Kurt kicked anything else?
What I was gonna suggest, or I guess kind of put in to you guys' heads as far as getting bids on it. I mean, just so, I mean, I make a lot of bids and I don't like wasting my time on bids. I know other people don't either.
Yeah.
As far as, I feel like to get other bids, you need to set in stone the parameters of what you're actually wanting done.
Mhm.
I mean, I gave you that kind of rough number as far as like 40-foot centers, pattern tile in it.
Yeah.
You know, one bid may come in on 30-foot centers, one come in on 80 something, and then you've got a bunch of numbers and no one's bidding the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, the one guy that I had is talk to the farmer specifically, so that's the same
Okay,
direction. Just to try to get that, but yeah,
I got you.
okay. All right,
so you can print that out.
Yes, I will email it too. I don't have
Yeah, fair
access to the printer, so I'll email it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I had something that's not on the agenda, but this 1782 notice on the budget, just wanted to make note that the rainy day, there was nothing approved for the rainy day
Right.
budget.
because the budget wasn't sent in.
Yes, and I
Well,
have
no,
a copy of
because-
that over there that they sent
Right.
out.
It appears that it wasn't that way last year either. They didn't,
Oh,
I mean, they approved the other budgets that we had last year,
I just
for
did.
the same
Hopefully
thing.
it,
but the rainy day shows 0 on that 1782 notice.
that,
Certified budget 0.
right,
and if you want to just print page 7.
So if you wanted to
Rather
use
than
the
the
rainy
whole
day
thing.
fund, you would have to ask for an additional
Whatever's easiest.
appropriation from the state, if we ever got to that point.
For the town.
Or
Yes, for the town.
no, for anything, yeah, not just for the town. I mean, that was pay for the town.
And had to pay for what you want.
Did you have anything else?
No, except to, when she gives us that other page,
Yeah.
put it in here and sign it.
Yeah, we'll send it.
Okay.
So we'll complete that. Any concerns, issues, ideas? from those here in attendance?
When Kick said, you know, which I understand what he's saying about throwing contracts out there. It's the town's responsibility to put down what you want done. And then they bid off the back, correct?
Scope of work and an RFP.
What you call it. I don't know politics, all I know is
It's, when you go out for bid, you put in the scope of work what the parameters of are that you want done. And then they
Or
submit
just
the
post
bid
that and
back
track
to you.
them.
right.
Make
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
It sounds good, whatever you said.
I mean, I received the info from the farmer because the farmer was worried about it, and then he said he was going to talk to Kicks. That's how it started, and that's why the last guy also I talked to. He said, you know, I gave him the farmer's information, so hopefully it's the same. But yeah, I mean, that's
I think what Kix is saying is he gave it off of a general estimate.
right.
And if we go get a bid from somewhere else, they may come in lower, but they may do it different from what he's
Yeah,
doing. So
I would
we'll
have to see.
rebid that.
Right.
based on the new plan.
Yeah, we would want to make sure whatever's being estimated. Right. Yeah, and we'll do that. It was just from thought I was gonna sign the lease, and then the farmer came and we're like, all right, we need to do some
And it has been an issue for
for
years
years.
upon years out there.
Mhm.
So something else that we have to fix to move forward.
So motion to approve the agreement between the town of Francisco and the Francisco Volunteer Fire Department for fire protection services.
A second. All approved or
Aye.
all that? Golly, I'm sorry.
And just the only thing we changed is I changed the compensation. I changed it to say appropriation. That's the only difference.
Okay. Got that there. Anything else?
And you make us copies of those. Doesn't have to be tonight.
Do I have to
Okay.
talk about this?
No, she wanted,
Yeah,
she
we
wanted
I,
those.
got
I covered it.
Oh, you copied it.
covered.
Oh, no, I covered it.
We
The
talked about it.
rainy day budget
Okay.
wasn't approved.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Other than that, anything else?
Thank you.
What kind of hours does the town hall have now?
We will. Well,
I mean, as far as-
I mean, honestly, I'm up here all the time. So once we talk tomorrow, he's gonna be coming in. We'll get a better view on that.
Okay, of course, my other son, he wants to come up and pay for the meter deposit for down where kids just work from. Get it, an account open for him.
okay.
I'll just-
If it helps, we'll both be here at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's good, because he usually goes to work between about 11:30 and comes home at midnight.
Gotcha.
That does not sound good.
All right. If I don't hear any other,
Anybody have any concerns?
I already brought that.
You brought that up?
Yeah, no one did.
Nobody has?
Nothing else.
My son here has one thing too.
Yeah.
Like get a building permit to rebuild the garage that broke down earlier this year.
We don't have any permit requirements other than mobile homes.
Okay. So I guess we got-
If the people he wants to have signed contract wants something.
Says the town approves it.
I can
Town
draw up
approves it
something
or
that's
whatever.
not a big
Anything
deal.
the town letterhead on says okay, or
We'll get that
does
then.
they require that?
Okay.
That's not a big deal. That's okay.
All right.
I mean, can I get that? Okay, cool. I can get that.
You say there's no ordinance to it.
Right. All right. Other than that,
Yeah, if they didn't do it.
I know we do have a possible winter storm coming, so be careful. And we'll make sure that the roads are clear. Looking forward to some snow maybe.
Well, yeah.
You're looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to the stuff. All right, so with that, I'm gonna make a motion to close the town board meeting.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm ready for swimming pool.
So,
I'd rather sweat.
this part of that
Sure, talk sure.